The night I moved into my new apartment, I noticed something strange. It was a small studio, just one room with a tiny kitchen, a bathroom, and according to the floor plan, only one entrance. But as I was setting up my furniture, I spotted another door in the far corner. It blended in with the wall, painted the same dull beige as everything else. I must have missed it during the walkthrough. I tried the handle, it wouldn't turn. No keyhole, no real knob, just a smooth fixture that didn't move. Weird, but I figured it was probably a maintenance closet or something that had been sealed off. I had bigger things to worry about. Unpacking, settling in, and finding work in a new city. That night I woke up to the sound of something shifting inside the walls. It was faint at first, like rustling of fabric, a dry scraping sound. My mind offered a rational explanation. Pipes, settling wood, maybe a rodent or some mice, but I couldn't shake the feeling that it was coming from behind the door. Days passed, I got used to the strange noises, dismissing them as quirks of an old building. But then small things started to shift in my apartment. A glass I'd left in the sink now sat on the counter. My phone charger moved from the nightstand to the floor. At first I blamed my own absent-mindedness. Maybe I was more exhausted than I realized. And then one night I heard breathing. It was slow, rhythmic, just on the other side of the door. My own breath hitched in my throat as I lay frozen in bed, listening. It was unmistakable. Someone or something standing there, inches from me, separated only by a few inches of drywall and wood. I didn't sleep at all that night. The next morning, I did something stupid. I pressed my ear onto the door. Silence. I knocked. Nothing. I knocked again, harder this time. Something knocked back. I stumbled away, heart hammering. I thought about calling the landlord, but what would I even say? Hey, there's a locked door in my apartment that wasn't on the floor plan, and I think there's something behind it. They'd either think I was lying or losing my mind. The night I set up my phone to record while I slept in the morning, I played back the audio, dreading what I might hear. For the first few hours, there was nothing but ambient noise, the hum of the refrigerator, the occasional creak of the floorboards. Then, at around 3:12 a.m., something new, a click, like a latch being turned, followed by a long, slow creak. The door, and then shuffling footsteps. My own breath came faster as I listened. There was a long silence, followed by a soft rustling sound. Something brushing against fabric. Then the faintest whisper, close enough to the microphone that I almost felt its breath. I like it here. I dropped the phone. My stomach turned to ice. I didn't go to work. I didn't shower. I didn't eat. I just sat in the middle of the apartment, staring at the door, waiting for something to happen. But the hours crawled by and nothing did. When the sun finally set, I forced myself to lie down. exhausted beyond reason. I woke up gasping, not because of a noise, not because of movement, but because I couldn't move. My body was frozen, locked in place. Sleep paralysis, my mind screamed. Just sleep paralysis. And then I felt it, a weight settling onto the bed beside me. The mattress dipped, the blanket shifted. The whisper came again, right against my ear. Move over. I blacked out. When I woke up, the sun was streaming through the blinds. I was alone, the door was shut, same as always. Nothing in the apartment was out of place. But I knew that something had changed. I left that day, I packed a bag and never looked back. The landlord seemed unsurprised when I broke my lease early. Maybe I wasn't the first to experience this. Maybe I wouldn't be the last. But I know this. Somewhere in that little studio, the door is still there. And sometimes it opens.